And hello to all my Taurus friends, I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for February 2023. Now today they've dialed up for my great Tauruses a 4-corner spread, and it's a great spread for general readings because it looks at the 4 main areas that people usually ask about in tarot, which is your finance, which is your work, which is your health, and of course, love. The love corner, the ever popular love corner. We're going to take a brush through all 4 of them, guys, and do a little sneak peek of what February has in store there for you. Also going to conclude your reading with an animal totem. We had an animal totem for you great Tauruses last month. Got another one this month, and it's just going to be one. So they want you to focus on the characteristics of just one animal, which is going to be the focus. Also going to conclude your reading with the rune stone, which will bring the whole thing together very nicely and tie a nice little bow around this project that we call February. So we're going to get started right now, guys. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us all a bunch of time. So let's get started. I'm going to bring you in the overhead view. I like to share my table with you guys and show you what's going on, what I'm looking at and working with. I can't tell. Yes, we are. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. These are my ritual cuts. Basically cutting each deck into thirds and then put them back together in a separate order. It satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. It is the same procedure for personal private readings, so it's just like you're here with me now. Then we're ready to get started. This first corner up here is work. Over here is love. Completely blocked. We'll see if it stays that way. Down here is finance. Also mostly blocked. And then over here, health. So pretty big themes all around, really. The only one that's short and sweet is work. All right, so inverts. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 11. That's enough to do an invert. Or a discard, I should say. And that is also inverted, so that's going to let us know Spirit wants to upright everything. Everything is going to stay in the same order. However, it's all going to get uprighted. I'd like to give them that option anytime we're about 2/3 blocked. And this is the time that they said yes. That's what we're going to do. So order has to stay the same. That part is very important. The last thing that I have to do here is just check. I got a couple people cards, court cards that are hanging off my edge. I need to make sure that they're not people. We're using the energetic definition, so I do a discard here. That is a person. Over here, not a person. So we are ready to go, guys. No majors as far as the front, so I don't need an Oracle Angel card right now. And we're ready to go. Let me just make sure you guys can see everything nice and clear. And then one more time, we got work, finances, health, and love. Let's get to work. Let's do it, Taurus. All right. I'm going to start with work and finances. We're going to hit those guys first. For work, the first thing we want to talk about is the card that's a little bit of abandonment. A lot of you are feeling kind of a little bit of loner energy going on here, and this can also affect finances. It can also mean less work than usual. That's another way of saying it. The money is not coming in at work like perhaps you'd like it to, or perhaps like it was, or perhaps like it will soon. They have kind of a mixed bag message because we start from that kind of abandonment, out in the cold, left alone energy, moving into taking great pride into something. So maybe that's part of the process here, is that you guys really need to, devote yourself into something. Devote yourself to the workplace or for the project, or, maybe just let it be known to your boss that, hey, you know what, I really want this promotion. I really want this position. I'm going to work hard to get it, something like that. So they show you taking great pride in also either this situation or your finances, okay? So maybe you're making this decision based on, for the future, for finances. What is going to bring my family more money, in the longer term or something like that? So that's what they first talk about in the work corner. Like I told you, it was shorter, sweeter mix. Not much else to say there. Let's move down into finance. Finance, they bring in my heartbreak card first. So this is usually a mental type of deal. You don't see, like love type of heartbreak coming up in the financial corner unless you just had to spend a lot of money on something you didn't want to do. Okay, so, the the oven breaks, you got to buy a new oven. Well, that's a lot of money you did not want to spend, but here it is, so that's kind of the heartbreak in the finance card. Now, of course, this is not going to hit everybody the same way. This may be a light level of heartbreak for you. Maybe for some people, this is just an extra bill that they weren't expecting. The 6-month car insurance has come back and, wasn't expecting it now. I thought that was next month. Well, here it is. Letter in the mail for the tolls, the car tolls or something like that coming in, maybe a parking ticket, who knows. So there's something financially here that's just like, oh man, just a little up here problems. Not a real big deal, but for some people it certainly could be a big deal. But for most of you, it's not. They do show about doing this the right way though, so they're letting you know not to cut corners with this. So do it by the book, do it the way you're supposed to. So going back to like the traffic toll, thing, like the going on the toll roads. If that's the case, pay it like you're supposed to. Don't wait. Don't say, oh, I'm going to wait and do it another month. Or I'm going to do it when I, go back and get my registration again. They're saying here, no, you got to do this by the book. So whatever is going on financially for you, you really want to not cut corners. You want to do things the right way. And it's also the card of taking care of your people. So a lot of you are trying to do that during this month of February too. So you're helping others and stuff like that financially too. Or maybe it's even them helping you financially. The last thing we have coming up here financially is a male. It's a king. So this is usually a biological male. It doesn't have to be. This could be an extremely strong female because we are, all kind of mixes and matches of both. But usually this is just a male. Long story short, is coming in. So why is a male coming in your financial corner? Well, this is usually a male that is in your family. So this is either the money being moved to or from, something like that, has some kind of involvement with your finances in the month of February. Okay, guys, just throwing it out there. Then you kind of know what to do with it when it hits. So let's get into some health, and then we're going to do some moon cycles and come back with Love Corner. So first, health, guys. This is a wonderful mix of energy. It almost doesn't get any better than this. Okay, this is really nice. The first thing that comes up is my Ace of Cups, which is new love. So coming up into health, this is finding a new love for your health, finding something that you really love to do. For example, jogging or running. For some people, it's very tedious and they don't like it. It's very boring. Hate to do it. But other people love it. They run 4Ks, they run marathons, they do the whole bit. So this is really about finding something that is for you. It's finding something that you love. Doesn't matter what everybody else thinks about it. It's what you love, and it's coming up under health. So they want you to find that new love. We have that flowing, abundant energy very prominently there in this month. And the next thing we have here, Taurus, is the Sun card, which is the best card in the entire tarot deck. So this is just wonderful, warm, radiant, glowing energy, is lighting the whole thing up, lighting the way, the path, the course of action here. And we bring in a message that it's my work messenger, but it's coming up under health. So it's very interesting. So it almost makes me feel like for some of you, it's going to be like, a program that's at work, hey, we're going to all try to, see what team can lose the most weight or something like that. Or it's just like, hey, we're going to all get together and, try to eat better or, get on some kind of plan together or something like that. Maybe even just walking at work, taking a break, while you're taking a break, doing something physical. Or maybe for some of you, this is, going to join a gym with your co-workers. There's something with work involved here. And it's a message coming in very early in February too. You don't have to wait long for this at all. This is like right around the corner. This is coming in hot here for health. But we have such a wonderful mix of health things going on there. Whatever it is that you're trying to do with health, I would encourage you to do that very fiercely in the month of February, because the energy almost doesn't get any better than that. And especially that Sun card. It definitely doesn't get any better than the Sun card. So we're going to cut away real quick to tell you about the new gemstone in the store, also some moon cycles, and we're going to come back with that Love Corner. Okay guys, cutting in, here we go with some moon cycle forecast time. We have a huge lunar event going on in February. This is the third, the trifecta. It started in December, January, and now here we are in February. We get the third huge super new moon, but let's talk about that full moon first, because that comes in first. It is a micro full moon, which means it's very small in the sky, but you can still use this energy to get anything out of your life that you don't want there anymore, whether it's a person, whether it's something to do with work or a project you just got to wrap up and get out, anything you need to sell or repurpose or even donate. donate. All that stuff much better placed early in February under that full moon. Adversely, we have that huge new super new moon, that brand new moon coming in on February the 20th, and this is the greatest opportunity for a while, guys, until August, to bring in new things into your life. And it doesn't matter what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to attract. The universe does not care. This could be new love you're trying to bring in. You're trying to do something brand new with health. Let's say you're trying to do something new with work, get a new job, get a new promotion, or anything in between. Like I said, the universe does not care. Using that manifestation power, though, it's going to be very, very strong. Middle of the month, moving toward late into February. February 20 is the key date there, but any time really bracketing around that is key for that. It's any kind of manifestation stuff, guys. You can really attract powerfully right now, and it's the best time to do it because, like I said, we don't get any big lunar activity until August, so this is kind of the last chance for the last dance. Here we go. So moon cycles are a big deal, and if any of this has confused you, or maybe you prefer just a little graphic aid, a little illustration, I put together a moon cycle cheat sheet, and it is always on my website, and it is always free. I have moved what page it's on, though. I'm now doing a page about stuff that I'm talking about page. So things that we're talking about, that's where you can find it, parked at the very top. That is your moon cycle forecast cheat sheet. Got to tell you about new things coming into the shop, too. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletter, because my newsletter people get a couple free things every single year just by being signed up for it. I do giveaways on Facebook, and we want to follow both of those for sure. But let's talk about that new product in the shop. Every month, I unveil a brand new product into the Scott Sagent shop on the website, and this is the month that we are doing another gemstone, and it's going to be tree agate. And this is a wonderful gemstone for February because it brings and attracts love into all of the chakras. It's not just one or two of them. It can bring it into all of them at the same time. Very calm stone too. It works very slowly, but its lasting effects are long. It's basically doing the turtle energy. Slow and steady wins the race, and therefore it is not a strong vibration stone. It is very easy to work with, very calm, very mellow. Even if you've never had a gemstone before or don't work with gemstones, tree agate is a wonderful one for you. And I just love the green and the white, to the fact where I'm showing you pictures here on the screen. I really am giving you two different lighting options here just so you can see it under different lighting, because it is very beautiful. I love how the green and the white swirls together. It reminds me when I'm in an airplane looking down on Mother Earth, the green and the trees, fade into just colors eventually, and the green and the white together. Actually, the more green the gemstone is, the more strong it is, and the more white the tree agate is, kind of the more mellow energy it is. So those are both available on the website. Well, I say both because it's available in small and in large. So we got two different sizes of tree agates available now. We got giveaways going on at the same time. We're still giving away the charm gemstone, and that is a random one, but that I'm flashing a picture of that on the screen too. That comes with every purchase of tree agate, or even the tiger's eye from last month. Any gemstone purchase comes with that, and also a little nylon case. You get to choose the color of that. So great stuff on the website every single month. New things, guys. So let's get back to your reading right now. Okay, Pisces, we are back with that love corner. The first thing that comes in, we have a lot of moving parts here, but we have first an event. Usually this is something like a fun event, wedding, ceremony, going out to the movies would be a light version of it, birthday parties, gatherings, all that kind of stuff, going to do something fun. Disney World could even show up under there, just doing something fun with the group. In your love corner is a big place. It's usually anybody close to your heart can come in here. So this could just be about your family unit, and or just go an event that you should attend. Okay, so if you get invited to one, and let's say it's something you don't really want to go to. I don't really want to go to that wedding. Well, maybe you should. Maybe Spirit is saying here that there's something going on there that you don't really understand right now, but it'll benefit you from going. Maybe you meet somebody very interesting, something like that. The next thing they show here is the Hermit card. So this is a card about kind of being alone. So if you are one of my single Tauruses, I would advise you maybe kind of keep it so in the month of February. Maybe the suitors just aren't that good. Maybe they're better in March. Maybe it's worth the wait, something like that. This can also be a card about guidance if it's not a card about being alone. And even if you're in a relationship, you may just be more alone or spending more time by yourself this month than usual. It happens. And back to the guidance part of it, though, the guidance is kind of pointing at the event. interestingly enough. So there may be something to do with this event. This event could be some kind of catalyst for change or for you helping somebody out, because you could be on either end of this. You could be the one that's guiding somebody else. Be like, hey, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to, put an online profile together. I'll teach you how to upload pictures and make your profile look pretty and, all this kind of stuff. Or it could be the other way around, and somebody else could be guiding you. Be like, hey, let me bring you to my church. You can meet somebody good there, or something like that, or giving you some ideas. So we have alone energy, we have guiding energy in there. That can also be spiritually guided too, guys. So this could be going on from the other side. But like I said, I'm going to keep my messaging kind of simple for my singles. That this is the time not really to change. They do also bring in the child card. Child nostalgia comes up here. This is usually just my kids card. So it's just saying that the kids need the energy in the month of February. Energy needs to go to them. Probably already is. And if that's the case, we just want to continue that. We have childhood nostalgia also as another definition of that card. So this could be getting back to something that you really enjoyed when you were younger too. Maybe something you can do with your family. Maybe it goes back to that event. Hey, maybe you really liked going to this vacation destination 10 years ago. Well, maybe you should go again. Maybe you should bring the whole family, something like that. Give them the experience as well. And so either way, whether they're just talking about the children or the childhood nostalgia of something that when you were younger, either way, it's good energy to come in and just kind of planting a seed there of what this can be, and just so you can implement some great changes into your life. So pretty simple love corner. Well, I guess not really that simple. There's a couple important information there that's involved. Let's get into your rune stone, guys, and then we got to get your animal totem. They're already mixed up. I'm going to give them one more swirl. There we go. Runestone for Taurus. Gonna be this one right there. Hold it the right way. This is the runestone of growth. Growth reminds us that growth can be slow. Growth can be painful, but there's still growth. You got to keep upping, keep elevating. You got to keep moving forward despite what is going on. So growth in that love corner could be just patience. Patience to wait until this moment really arrives where better partners show up, or just, growth with bringing the kids to something that you really enjoyed. That would be growth for them. And we got growth here in the work corner about taking great pride into something like projects. That could be projects growing, or your finances growing, more importantly. And then your finances, we talked about doing things the right way, and this man that was involved there. So that could be growth that we don't understand right now per se. And then the health growth was just all over the place. That is the one that is not the slow growth. That is the health growth that is just abundant right now. So you guys can use that to be pretty much do whatever you want. So that's a good thing to see. So that's growth for our runestone. Let's get into your animal totem. And I can do that one. Let me refer to my list because I do not have them all memorized. There's so many animal totems. So many. All right. So here we have Nine of Cups invert. That's going to be a mockingbird, guys. I haven't done that one in a very long time. So mockingbird. Fake it till you make it. The mockingbird can mimic all kinds of other bird calls. Also a very intelligent bird. So it's a call to be intelligent in your month of February. Be very smart and calculated. Also be resourceful. The mockingbird goes from eating seeds and berries to bugs and diverse diet. And mockingbird is the Florida state bird too. That's where I live and that's where I'm from. So I'm very familiar with the mockingbird in that regard. And what else? Taking flight, guys. The mockingbird is a bird, so it has wings, it has flight. And anytime we have that, it's spirit basically saying, don't be afraid of nothing, launch. Do it. Get up there. Get up in the sky. Zoom out a little bit too sometimes from our life. Sometimes we get too asphyxiated with surface level stuff and what is going on right in front of our face. Sometimes we need to do a little zoom out, a little panoramic, and see what is going on from the bigger picture. And the mockingbird reminds us all of these things. So since it's just one animal totem, I want to kind of reiterate the fact that, these are the kind of things that Spirit wants you to do right now. That's going to implement the positive change and kind of help you down the road. So that wraps up, guys, what has been a very intriguing reading for my Tauruses. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future readings, and have a great February.